And yeah, look, I said it. I know Giannis has been the MVP 2 years straight. I know what Giannis does. But look, let me get this off. I'm not disrespecting Giannis in any way. He can definitely be the MVP once again. How's everybody doing today? I'm here with another video on this joke. In today's video, man, we're going to be talking about Giannis Antetokounmpo. Now, Giannis Antetokounmpo has been, I'd like to say, if not the best player in the league over the past few years, top 5 to top 3. Opinions vary. I don't think he has been the best player in the league. Maybe when LeBron and Steph, like maybe if they both weren't playing and KD was just trash, maybe he'd be number 1. I don't know if I would say he's number 1. But over the past few years, Giannis Antetokounmpo has been doing the remarkable. Obviously, we all know he was a back-to-back MVP, so he's that guy. Last year was the only year that he hadn't had it over the past 4 years. So I think that what he's kind of doing is really reshaping how people play the game of basketball, showing that, even in modern-day basketball, that you don't have to just be a three-point shooter, a dribbler, and, doing the basics. And he's different, and as much people that don't, recognize it and don't give him the credit, Giannis Antetokounmpo is different. He is a different player than the average player. I think that's a thing that must be said, because Giannis does things that are different by going to the paint mashing, by playing great defense, by he brings a difference to the game. And if you look at his stats, which I have here, he's averaging 28 points per game, just about 11.5 rebounds per game, just about 5.9 assists per game. And I think his team record is like 26-16. Here it says 25-15, but I think that's off by a few games because that was from a minute ago. So yeah, I think they're like 26-16 or something. I'll put a picture up on the screen or something, right? And the biggest thing that I'm seeing with Giannis right now is his growth offensively, in a sense of he doesn't. If you look at Giannis from a few years back, it will be every time you get it, he's in that paint, shoots a shot, he'll miss every once in a while, but he does it. Now I'm seeing the growth, and not as he's shooting more and making more, or not that he's not shooting more and making more. The growth that I'm seeing from Giannis is his poisoness, his calmness, and realizing what I did in the finals to win the championship is what I gotta do in my everyday game, and that's a great thing to see. I know his team is it's a top 5 team. I think they're top seed 4 right now. So his team is good enough, but they're not the best team in the league like they used to be, because he's realizing what we have to do to win a championship comes in the playoffs. So he's being calmer and he's using knowledge. Like, he looks more wise. For to say a player Giannis is wise is a crazy thing to say, but me personally, when I'm watching this game, I see a wiseness, a poisoness to this game, and I think it's for the best. Now look, I'm finna get really in depth into Giannis's game. Before we do that, I just want to say, make sure you consider subscribing. It's completely free, and drop a like on the video, man. I know we're only at 131 subscribers as of right now. I think that's our exact subscriber count when I go into YouTube Studio. But I like to believe that, and I feel like we're so close. Like, I feel like we could even hit 1,000 subscribers in the next few weeks. I feel as though it only takes one video, man. Maybe this is that video, and if this is that video, please subscribe. I'm telling you, it's completely free. You can always change your mind later. I drop content every day, and I'm dedicated to it at this point. It's part of my life now. So consider subscribe. It's completely free. You can always change your mind later. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into in depth of what I want to say about Giannis. Now, Giannis Antetokounmpo is somebody, like I said, that is very unique. He's a different type of player. But as of right now, we're seeing the three-pointer fall a tad bit more. You know what I'm saying? We're seeing the 3 fall. We're seeing him hit his free throws. You know what I mean? We're seeing a different type of Giannis, and I think it's because he won the championship last season. So if you go look back at what he was doing in the finals, we all knew he had that 50-point game, but he was averaging well over 35 points per game in the finals. So the biggest thing about Giannis that I am seeing is he has the ability to go out there and put up 40 every game, but he's not doing that because he realized that for him to win the championship last year, it did not take the regular season. You make it to the playoffs, you play whoever, and you put your all on the line. And I think that Giannis is becoming more mature in a way of him seeing that his team doesn't have to do all of this. You know, Drew Holiday doesn't have to go drop 20. Chris Middleton don't have to go drop 30, and you don't have to go drop 30 as yourself. And Giannis, he doesn't have to do that on a daily basis. They don't need to combine for 70 points every time they go out there. Like, it's not a necessary thing for the Bucks to have to do. They will win games, but they will lose games. There are just 10 games over 500. He's realizing that, and I think that most of the people's concerns with the Bucks right now about like, oh, Giannis can't be MVP right now, and I know he's number one on the ballot, but a lot of people, you know, the ballot every Friday when they drop that article, that let me let y'all know this now. That crap don't matter, because that's the actual voting. Go look up their actual, like, who's getting the votes. Steph will be number one. That doesn't matter. That's just like, I don't even know what that is. It's like prediction. So if, like, you're going by that is not true. But that's just basically the maybe the power ranking of the MVP. That's basically what that is. So when you talk about how he's playing right now, yes, he's in the running, but he's not really in the running yet. And I think the reasoning is because people are saying, hey, the Bucks aren't, you know, this and that. And lately, what I've been seeing with a lot of, like, the last few years is that a player gets MVP, a team wins the championship, and people do not really give them the credit on a basis. Like, I'm a Warriors fan, and I can admit that when the Warriors won the championship, every time they played a game, and when Steph Curry won an MVP, every time they played a game, every time he played a game, people would acknowledge it, and they would say it. Now, like, the Bucks won the championships. It's not even the reigning MVP. It's not even the reigning Finals MVP or the reigning championships. It's just like the Bucks versus Nets. Like, give them their props. That's the thing that should be done, and it should be done to where people should be able to see how I guess for a player that, or a person that hasn't been watching the game, they should be able to at least see, like, who won the championship last year. You should say it every broadcast. I don't even get that. And so when you talk about the MVP debate, people are like, the Bucks suck, they're not doing anything. They just won the championship, and they didn't lose anything. So, like, why are we talking about, like, he can't win it because his team's not that good? It makes no sense. I don't want to keep y'all for too long because I just want to get about my business and get out of here. So look, that's where I'm going to end this video off, man. I hope you enjoyed this video, man, because I surely did. That's where this video off, man. If you like the vid, man, like the vid, bro. Comment, subscribe. Make sure you can follow my Instagram at CarterMovement. I'll be on it quickly, bro. Consider subscribing, like I said. It's completely free. You can always change your mind later. And yeah, let me know what you think about Giannis Antetokounmpo. Let me know how you feel about him. Let me know about the whole record thing. I'm sure I had to cut out a little bit of the video, so I was gonna get more in depth into it, but then I didn't. So I think that's for another time when we're talking about getting in depth into it. But yeah, that's where I'm gonna end it off, man. That's gonna be for me, man. I'll see y'all boys, man.